I feel like I'm about to go marching. I always have so much moco, like I don't understand. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So it's Friday, you guys know what that means. Girls Night Out, duh. So I thought I would do two different looks, a 2-in-1. One look is more simple, very dramatic lash, but simple on the actual eyeshadow. And then the second look is going to be an all black smoky eye that I've tried to perfect, and I feel like I got a smoky eye that I really like. So that's why I wanted to film that for you guys. But two very different looks, but all at the same time, both very glam. So if you guys want to know how to get both of these looks or one or the other, just please keep watching. So to start off with this look, we already have our eyes primed, so no need to worry about that there. And we're just going to go ahead and start with the eyeshadows. But real quick, before we do start, actually, we're going to put powder right underneath, like the triangle underneath our eyes, because I don't want any fallout, and I don't know if there is going to be any fallout. So better safe than sorry. We're going to put some powder right here underneath our eyes, so in case there is fallout, it'll fall on top of the powder, and you can just brush it out of the way, swipe it out of the way, whatever, and you will be good to go. Nothing will ruin your hard work. We're going to be using the Airspun powder, and it looks like this, and you can get it at CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, I think that's it. And it's like $7, super cheap, really good. And we're going to be using our Real Technique sponge, and we're just going to come in here and put it all underneath our eyes. It's not going to mess up anything. So we're going to jump in with this palette, and we are going to be using mostly very warm colors, what's new, hello, and a little bit of this kind of color just to, you know, give it that little pop. We're going to be using our Morphe M441 brush, and we're getting this color right here and also this color down here. Alright, and we're going to start putting that obviously on our crease. So when you're blending, I like to do little circles back and forth all over my eye, and I think that's just the best way to blend out. You can either fan it out like this, or you can just keep it round, but I like to have mine kind of out. Then I go back in with that first color just to blend out things even more. And then I'm going to go in with another brush in a minute, a clean brush that has no kind of eyeshadow on it, just to blend out this harsh line up here. But this is all just the groundwork right here of making sure the two colors blend well together. See, I'm kind of like fanning it out like that, because I don't want the end to be super harsh. This one came out a little bit more harsh. So just kind of like, what is this called? Flick it? Flick your brush. There you go. Just kind of flick your brush towards the end. Alright, so next we're going to get, like I said, a fluffy brush with no product on it. And it's this one right here. Literally has nothing on it. Alright, so we're going to come in here and just blend the top. You're not really blending the whole eye anymore. It's just here on the top of the crease. Okay, so then we're going to take a flat brush, and we are going to mix these two shimmer shadows right here. They're right next to each other, and together they're like the perfect combination. But I like to use them one at a time. This darker color right here first, and then this one right next to it. I feel like this is exactly the color that I'm wearing of this dress. You can spritz some Fix Plus on it, but honestly, you don't even really need to with these shadows. Unless you want a more metallic look, then I guess you could spritz some Fix Plus. You could leave it like that. This is pretty itself, but I want it even shinier. Look at that. Look at the difference. Woo! The second color is just so crazy. Like, it's so up in your face. Then we're going to get a smaller brush and go back with this first shade. We're going to leave that second one alone now. And we're just going to come in here and kind of blend those two together, so it doesn't look just like super shimmery and then matte. My sister's going to watch this video and be like, "You used my dress!" This is her dress. Alright, and that is it. We're going to put on lashes, and you good to go, girl. So moving on to lashes, because we're done with all that, we're doing no eyeliner. I'm pretty sure these are the Vegas Nail Lashes in style Grand. I'm gonna make sure and put it in the bottom bar below, but I'm more than positive that's what it is. These lashes are so good. Like, I love them so much. So while that is drying, because I like to curl my lashes after my mascara has already dried, we're going to do the lower lash line really quick. And we're going to use the same color. So we're just going to use, like we were using before, this shade and this one over here. So we're going to go ahead and just dust this off. And I am going to connect my lash line to the eyeshadow on top. We're going to go all the way in. And for blending the bottom line, I just go back and forth. And then we're going to get the darker shade with an even smaller brush so we can get really right on the lash line. And this one we're just going to keep on the outer corner of our eye and not go all the way in. Basically stop midway and then flick it out. So we're done with that, and we're going to go ahead and get our eyelash curler. There we have one lash. I'm going to go ahead and do it in the other one. So now we're just going to put mascara on our bottom lashes. Obviously, girl, you got to. I hate doing this eye. For some reason, this eye is like the worst. Okay, real quick, we're just going to take our Tarte Light and Bloom palette and we're going to use Funny Girl because it's so shimmery. Yes, baby, yes. And this is look number 1. I know it is kind of a little bit of Valentine's vibes, but it's not. No, but seriously, I wanted to do kind of something really, really girly. And obviously it's a girls' night out, so you want to look glam, but it's not hard to recreate. I literally used 4 shades in one palette, so super simple. The lashes obviously amp up this look for sure, so if you put on different lashes, it's going to give it a different look. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and stay tuned for look number 2. Alright, so we're going to just go ahead and prime our eyes again. Just conceal our eyes real quick to get it prepared for our next look. And this one, like I said, is going to be very black, smoky. Oh, sorry, I'm like out of the frame. Hi! We're just going to leave the lash line like that because we're just going to darken it up so those shades really aren't going to affect us. And I am going to use the Morphe palette again because I love the selection of browns that it gives you. But for the actual black eye, we're going to be going in with our Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette. So we're going to mix 2 browns. We're going to mix this one right here. If you can't already tell, this is one of my favorite shades in this palette. And then this brown right here. And this one is a little bit more of a cool tone brown. So we're going to put this right here, but we don't want to raise it up too high. And the last look, I kind of just was a little bit messy with it. But since this one's going to be mostly dark colors, you really don't want to be messy. And you want to just keep it like at an oval shape. We're not going to fan this one out or anything. We want to keep it just right here. Alright, and then we're going to pick up the second brown with the same shade or the same brush. And we're just going to put this right on top of that. So we're just keeping it right here. We're not going any more out here. We are going to put it on our actual lid. You can never blend enough.
What?
She's still at practice.
Oh my god, it's so cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're bundled. I talked to my mom, but she said...
That's my sister. Or whatever. So we're going to switch over to the black. And like I said, we're going to be using the Shade and Light Eye Palette by Kat Von D. This black is so black. It's insane in the membrane. We're just going to use a flat top brush. And we're going to pack it on there. Dust off any of the fallout because I forgot to put powder. And I really am too lazy for that. We're going to put it all over our lid. Alright, so we're going to come in here and kind of, you see what I'm doing, just kind of keeping it on the lid. And then we're going to get just a little fluffy brush and we're going to blend out the black. So I'm trying to keep this as low as possible because then you don't want to look like you got punched in the eye and have a black eye now. So you want to just keep it there, keep it there. So now we're just going to grab the same browns that we were using earlier. Mainly this one though, because this one, we don't want to use the brown, the warm brown anymore. We want to use the cooler tone brown. And we're going to put that basically over top of where the black ends. So we want to come in here and smoke it out. And this is what's going to make it smoky. So this whole time I've been listening to LMFAO while I was waiting for my camera to charge. They were like so popping at some point. I remember when I had my quinceañera, like that was like the shit. So I asked my brother-in-law who's DJ, who was a DJ, and I was like, can you put them on my playlist? Let's get it poppin'. I'm in Miami Beach. Right, so you want to keep the outer corner. You want to keep it very like in a circle. You don't want to fan it out like I was talking about earlier. We're going to go ahead and do the bottom lash line right now so we don't have to do it later. I'm just going to put some black all up in there, all around the corner, and then blend it out with one more brown. And that's it. We're going to put it right as close to the inner, as close to your lashes as possible. And you're going to bring this all the way in again because, you know, we want to just smoke everything out. We want to keep that shape, so I'm just literally doing like a C, a backward C right here. Smoke it out. And using the Kat Von D palette, we're going to use this brown right here. And we're going to come in here and blend it out. And we are going to do the inner corner, but we're going to do that after our lashes so it doesn't mess up. I had to film the rest of the look off camera because my camera kept dying. I had to charge it again. But basically all I did was I added this NYC City Proof 24-hour liner to my waterline to make it super smoky under there. And then I added an inner corner highlight, the same inner corner highlight that we used for the last look, which was Funny Girl from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. That was basically it for the eyes. You guys know I used the same lashes. And this is the finished look for this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not hard. Thank you guys for watching. Comment below which friend you are. Are you more the girly friend or are you more the out there with your makeup kind of friend? I am both. It depends on my mood, honestly. So it just either or. I feel like it depends on everyone's mood. But thank you guys for watching. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.